What is up, investors? Jason here. So we're going to talk about the EU ban on crypto, talk about what could be happening in this situation as we are going to be seeing a vote on it. Also, very important that we do talk about the price of Bitcoin right now, what it's currently doing. If you guys have been paying attention to the price of Bitcoin lately, we have been seeing a lot of consolidation, but not just with Bitcoin. We've been seeing it with Ethereum, Cardano, and many other cryptocurrencies as well. Very few actually of the altcoins have been showing any sort of positive price movements. We're seeing Terra Luna, really moving very well. But other than that, we're not really seeing a whole lot of things going on in the other altcoins out there. So we have a bit to talk about. We're going to mostly just be covering what's going on with the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as really focus on the conversation of the EU banning crypto in general. So as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash the story, annihilate, or just gently press that like button. Help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Help spread the video to more people that might find it interesting. And subscribe if you have not already. And follow me on other platforms, broadcast on Spotify in video format, as well and in audio format on all your favorite podcasting applications out there. Now let's get to it. Now, looking over at the crypto fear and greed index, it's no surprise that we're sitting in extreme fear at this moment. Obviously, with the potential, the small possibility, I would say, of the EU banning crypto. Now, the EU is not looking to completely ban crypto; they're looking to ban or phase out, I should say, is the key words here, to phase out the proof of work cryptocurrency. So this would be phase out Bitcoin and Ethereum. Even though Ethereum has plans to go the proof of stake route, this is something that at the moment would affect Ethereum and, of course, Bitcoin. Now, when we know that there's something that can be possibly bearish with Bitcoin, then it's going to definitely affect the entire crypto market. And that's something that we're seeing at this moment right now. If this is something that could affect the price of Bitcoin, it's definitely going to be one of those many things that are bringing the market down with it. The Parliament's Economic and Monetary Affairs Committee is set to vote on a draft of the proposed Markets in Crypto Assets (MICA) framework, the EU's sweeping legislative package for governing digital assets. The draft contains the late edition that looks to limit the use of cryptocurrencies powered by an energy-intensive computing process known as proof of work. Although the vote is still a close call, a small majority of committee members may vote against the measure, according to people familiar with the matter. Now, we hear a lot of the plans about Bitcoin and going the routes of renewable energy, and that's not even the case here with the EU. The EU is saying even if all of Bitcoin was to be ran on renewable energy, that still wouldn't qualify for what for the regulations that they're trying to put on crypto. They're saying if Bitcoin was to go the route of renewable energy and still use as much energy as it is, then what that's going to be doing is that's going to be taking other renewable energy that's being used on the grid away from it and going towards Bitcoin. So they're saying that it doesn't matter what route they go for Bitcoin, no matter what, the energy use of Bitcoin is what their problem is. So it doesn't matter if it's clean energy or whatever, it can't be using as much energy as it is if it's going to be continued in the EU, is what they're claiming. Now, of course, Bitcoin remaining a proof-of-work cryptocurrency is not something that's 100%, as there is a possibility in theory that it could be changed to proof-of-stake. This is definitely going to be a process that could take a long time. But if there is a time limit set out there for the EU to do this ban on proof-of-work cryptocurrencies, then there's a possibility that we could see a shift into this direction. Now, the previous provisions that were rejected, they had said that they would ban the proof-of-work cryptocurrencies by January 1st, 2025. So we do know that they are interested in implementing a time structure for there to be a shift. And this could possibly be something, if they were to put this time out much further out there, that there could be enough time to make this shift within Bitcoin. But who knows if it would even go that direction. We'd have to wait and see how this all starts to unfold. Now, looking at the price of Bitcoin and doing a technical analysis here, we're currently under that major support of $38,000, which is very important that we do continue to hold on to that $38,000 price. Now, if we were to lose this support of $38,000, we could easily fall to the next support line of $33,000, and a lot of that would really depend on what news we get from the EU. Now, if we get news that can be considered bullish, then that can really have a good positive impact on the price of Bitcoin. And especially since we've been seeing Bitcoin within this pattern here throughout the month of February on into here in March, we can see this consolidation be something that could really turn this pattern into a bullish pattern. Now, of course, we're still going to always at this moment have those issues with those geopolitical issues with what's going on within Ukraine and Russia, but good news is good news, and that is something that can easily help support the price of Bitcoin moving into the positive direction. Now, looking at the price of Ethereum, it's a very similar scenario with what's going on with Bitcoin, as we're seeing a pattern really form within Ethereum as the consolidation is now getting smaller and smaller as time goes on. So I really wouldn't be surprised with everything that is going on in the market, and especially with the moving averages not showing as much volatility with the price. I wouldn't be surprised that we'd see the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and hopefully the entire crypto market, really have a big shift with this, if there is to be some positive news coming out of the EU. Now, no matter what the EU says about proof of work cryptocurrencies, I personally don't think that we're going to see that have any sort of major impact on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Maybe something that can make it bearish within the short term, but I think in the long term, no matter what, Bitcoin and Ethereum are here to stay, and whatever the EU says isn't going to change that at all, because I would think that that there would be some sort of shift within the code of Bitcoin. Like we've seen in the past, we've seen Bitcoin have upgrades before. So we know these are things that can be done. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see some sort of change happen at some point on the way that Bitcoin operates. We already know that there's a shift within Ethereum, but who knows even when that's going to be coming out. So I think that maybe after we see it happen with Ethereum, we could probably see it happen with Bitcoin, but who knows how that would go. But anyways, I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on this. Please let me know in the comments section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. New videos coming all the time. Thanks, guys, for watching.